Good day. Welcome to the part 2 of the video. In the previous video, we did the first questions from 1.1 to 1.3. So I'm advised that you guys go to the playlist, and then you will see the videos will be flowing each other in that order from the first question until the last one. So today I'm gonna continue with spontaneous, just to show you guys how to normally approach this type of questions. So first thing first, the spontaneous question, mostly they require two different solutions of x and also two different solutions for y. So I'm going to squeeze it this side, the spontaneous one. So first thing first, the spontaneous one, you need to choose between the two equations which one will be the first or the second. But generally we tend to have whatever they give us first if it does not have a squared, for example, as our first equation. So for example, I can have x plus 3y is equals to 2 as my first equation. That will be my first equation. So just go there and do the dots to show that the teacher that that's your first equation. And then now the second one will be the second equation, which will be x squared. And that will be x squared plus 4xy minus 5 being equals to 0 as our second equation. So I've got those two equations now. So just have to go and now between the two of them you must decide which one will be your first equation or your second equation. For example, you must always target one that won't give you fractions or won't involve square numbers. So meaning the first one, if I make x my subject, it's easy to work with because I won't have fractions or having other denominators. For example, now this will be 2. So the number that is there will start first. The other one is plus 3 this side. So it will come back this side and it becomes minus 3y. So then that will be my third equation. That becomes my third equation. So when you get the third equation, just sub the third equation on the other equation which you did not disturb, which is the second equation. So it will sub equation number 3 in equation number 2. Ne? So now whenever you see x in number 2, you're going to put the whole thing 2 minus 3y. So there's x there. So you're going to put the whole thing, which is 2 minus 3y, okay, squared, no? And then plus 4 this x again. So whenever you see x, you put the whole thing, which will be 2 minus 3y, and then times y, which is outside. So you must do also times the y, which is outside, then minus 5, and the whole thing is equals to 0. The whole thing is equals to 0. So now from there you can do our typical algebra. You can expand this twice. Remember, you can always expand this twice, but to save time, because I want to do the other question also in the same video. So normally when you have got a question like this, you know that the first two numbers will multiply everything on the right. So I'm going to have a duplicate of the same number, which will be 2 minus 3y now. So when you simplify this now, it's bound to change, and then it will become 2 times 2, the other one, that will be 4. Ne? So I'm going to have 4 there. But if you're not comfortable with this method, just go and expand it and then do it like the way we did with question number 1.2. Ne? So this will be 2 to the power of 2, that will be squared, and then this 2 will multiply the negative 3 on the other side. That will give us negative 6y. Okay, and then again negative 3y will multiply negative 2y. That will be negative 6y. So I'm going to have 2 negative 6y's, which will just give me negative 12y. Ne? And then once you expand it, it will take you back to this. Ne? So if you're not comfortable with this, just do it the method that you're preferring. So that will be that one. The remaining one now, again, the same negative 3y will need to multiply the other negative 3y. So negative 3 times negative 3, that will be positive 9. Ne? So it will be positive 9y squared. Positive 9y squared plus, now this one becomes, you need to be a bit careful when you multiply the second one. So you need to check here first. We've got 4 here, and also there's a y that's outside. So first I'll advise that this 4 and this y, just multiply the two, so at least they can become one number. Because once they become one number, then it becomes easy for you to simplify them. So they become 4y, those two together, they become 4y. Then that 4y that you're having now, it will need to go and multiply that old number in the bracket, which will be 2 minus 3y. And then minus 5. No? So I'm going to simplify this quickly so that I can just go straight to how it will look like. So when you simplify this now, you know that this 4y will multiply everything. So it will be 4y times 2, that will be 8y. Then 4y times negative 3, that will be negative 12y squared. Ne? So when you multiply that, I'm going to have negative 12y squared here, and also 9y squared. So 9, 9 times, about 9, then this one will be negative 12y. So 9 minus 12 will give us negative 3y. Ne? So you are bound to get negative 3y, because 9 minus 12 will be negative 3y. Negative 3y squared. And then now other like term that I'm going to get here will be 4 times 2y. 4 times 2, that will be 8y. There's also negative 12 here. So negative 12y plus 8y, that will be negative 4y. No? That will give us negative 4y, which will be the like terms together. And then from there onwards, the numbers here we're going to have, there's no number there. So it will be 4 minus 5, that will be negative 1. So it will be negative 1. And the whole thing must be equals to 0. Ne? And then again, remember the aim is to solve for y here. We've got a, b, and c. So we've got a. Our a value is negative 3. Ne? Our b value is negative 4. Our c value is negative 1. Meaning again, you can use the quadratic formula. Ne? But remember, in the formula now, we'll be looking for y instead of x. Because normally we look for x. So we're going to put everything as they are. Negative b and also a and c values, and go and find the two corresponding y values. So I'm going to quickly go through this now. So I'm going to go to the formula now. So it will be negative. The value of b is negative 3. So you must put in a bracket. So it will be negative, like this, for example. It will be negative. Then you put in a bracket negative 3. And negative 4. So negative 4, negative 4, negative 4. Because b is negative 4. Negative 4. And then plus or minus square root of what do you call it, negative 4 squared minus 4 times negative 3 times negative 1. Everything must be in bracket if it's a negative number. Then you divide everything by 2 times negative 3. Okay, let's put them in the calculator as they are. Okay, the first y value I'm getting, it's giving me y is equals to getting negative 1 over 3. I'm going to leave it as a fraction because it's much better to work in a fraction than a decimal. Ne? Then or the second y value for the minus 1, I put the minus 1 now. Minus 3, okay, negative 1. The other one is negative 1. These are my two possible y values, negative 1, negative 1 over 3. Then remember, once you get these two now, you must go and put them, it's better to put them in number 3 now, so that we can get the corresponding x values for each. Let's put them in number 3. Remember, number 3 was already simplified, because it was already x is equals to something. So just go there, wherever you see y, you're going to put this now. So it will be 2 minus plus 3 bracket negative 1 over 3. Just do the calculation quickly for this one. Let's see what x value is going to give us. 2 minus 3 times 1 negative 1 over 3. Okay, the answer is 3. That's the next number. So x is equals to 3 now. So we're getting x is equals to 3. Okay. Same thing will apply now. It will be 2. X will be 2 minus 3. Where you see why you put negative 1 now. Negative 1. And then this will be, so that I can do mentally. It will be 2 minus, that will be positive. So it will be 2 plus 3, that will be 5. So the other x value will be 5. So this will be 2 possible x values. So this should be worth 5 marks. Yeah. Remember, if you're having a trinomial, if you can get a, b, and c, I'll advise always use the formula. This you can factorize, but don't waste your energy at this early stage. It's still a long exam, so do it with the formula. It's much quicker and also easier, because you still need your energy for other questions which will require more thinking than this one. So let's quickly finish up now with 1.3. Okay, 1.3 looks like a very nice rectangular box. So this means you need to think about things such as dimensions and all those type of stuff. Okay, let's go through it step by step. Let's say without a calculator. This will be more interesting now. Okay, it's a rectangular box. Okay, fine. Then we've got those 3 different dimensions. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, so first thing first, you need to look at the instruction. So meaning they don't want us to use the calculator, and there's a good reason for that. But one thing so far we can see, we're given A and also B this side, right? So if we look at A, that's my A there, that's my B there, that's my other value inside there. So we've got 3 different values there. So one thing I can see, I've got 2 root 10, I also have got 3 root 5, and I also have got 6 root 5 and 3 root 2. Okay, so this is C this side, as they're saying. So therefore the small letter B will be this one, then A will be going that side, and then the B is going that side. Okay, so far okay, I'm trying to combine the 2 and see how I can get this 2 values together now. Okay, AC is this and that one. So A is starting at this value now. Okay, I'm just trying to do this line that is going from A to C. Let's see what I can get. Okay, so from A to C, I know from A to C, from what I'm given, I've got 6 root 5 now. 6 root 5. Got they are looking for the area. They give us the area of the surfaces, and they want us to find the volume. So I've got 6 root 5. Okay, they want us to find the volume. So now when it comes to volumes, we'll think about multiplying all the 3 areas, but we'll see how we can do that. So mostly when we're looking about a volume, we tend to multiply all the areas. So this means now that's my AC. My AC will be 6 root 5. Then what else can I think of? That is AC there. That is going from there to there as my AC. And then again, the other line can be from A to B, from this to there. So yeah, that's my other one. So I can have AB also giving us 2 root 10. That will be the opposite side of that box, 2 root 10. The last one that I can think of here will be the other opposite side. So far I've got AC, I've got AB, I must also get BC. So BC will be the remaining value, which will be 3 root 2. So I've got those opposite sides of this box. So just putting them as they are in the line now, because the aim is to find the volume of that box. So remember, to find the volume now, we mostly will multiply all the areas together. So let's multiply the areas together. So let's have multiply AC and AB and BC together. So this will be, I can have it as 6 root 5. So the volume will be the multiply. So the volume, just a thing to get a mark also. Volume will be those areas times together. So it will be all the 3 areas together. That will be the volume. So it will be 6 root 5 times 2 root 10. Because to get the volume, we must multiply all the 3 areas together of that box. So times that, and then times the last one will be 3 root 2. So we're going to multiply them. Remember, they don't want the calculator, so we need to do some bit of maths and see how much you can get now. Okay, so it's 6 root 5 times 2 root 10 times 2. So there must be a common number that can go to each of these 3 numbers here. Okay, 5 times 10. Okay, so this 5 times 10, that is 50, right? 50 times 2, that is 100. So in other words, I can have square root of 100. Yeah, let's have square root of 100, because those are the numbers that are going together. So I'm going to have square root of 100. So I'm just going to have square root of 100 based on the 3 numbers which are together. But otherwise, we just do the calculator. So I'm going to have square root of 100. I'm going to bind those numbers together. Square root of 100. That will be square root of 100. Same thing applies. 6 times 2,